So, if you were one of those who thought that there may be some money in the pipeline if you've had a car finance loan in recent years, you may be thinking a little differently after yesterday's Supreme Court ruling, which ruled that lenders will not have to pay compensation to millions of motorists. They reviewed 3 cases, found that in one, the relationship between a motorist and the lender was unfair, but sided with finance companies in 2 other cases. So this is a major boost for lenders. As the Financial Times points out today, they'd set aside hundreds of millions of pounds to settle claims. There was one case upheld, that was of Marcus Johnson from Cwmbran, who received his compensation towards the end of last year.
I mean, I'm obviously happy that my case was successful, but I'm not sure about the message that this sends to the UK consumer. I would definitely recommend you ask all the questions that you possibly can to gather all the information that you can before you enter into anything.
The Treasury says it recognises the issues this court case has highlighted. It's working with regulators in the industry now to understand the impact for both firms and consumers. I'm trying to understand the impact for firms and consumers. Scott Dixon can help with that. They're known as the Complaints Resolver, consumer and motoring disputes expert. Scott, good morning.
Good morning, Ollie.
So who might still be in line for some compensation? Who now has no chance of compensation?
Well, who is in line? We'll cover that first. Many motorists who took out personal contract plans, which are known as PCPs, or hire purchase agreement deals, between April 2007 and January 21, could still be in line for payouts, and that's roughly 40% of all car deals in that time. And the Supreme Court's ruled that millions of motorists will not be able to claim compensation for hidden commissions paid on car loans, but that's different from what the FCA's focus and remit is, which is on the PCP and HP deals between April 2007 and January 21.
Right, okay. So it all depends how you bought your car, does it?
Yeah, if you bought a car between April 2007 and January 21 on PCP or HP...
Right. What are they? Just so PC... Yeah. And how do they differ from a loan?
Well, the personal contract plan, you're essentially renting the car. So you're just paying for the depreciation of the car over an agreed period of time. And usually after 3 years, you've got the option to either hand it back, buy it with a balloon payment, or roll it over and get a new car. And HP, it's a hire purchase agreement, and you're paying for the car over a set period of time. But the Financial Conduct Authority, their remit was looking at this, and it was banned in January 21 because it was ruled as unfair. And this is still ongoing, and the FCA are going to announce a consultation for a redress scheme this weekend, and it's likely it'll be 2026 before any redress scheme is implemented.
Okay, and so having outlined the HP and PCP, you mentioned that those who had loans aren't covered here. How does a loan differ from those?
A bank loan can be used for it. Yeah, you can take a loan out from a bank, but it can be used for any purpose.
Right.
Whereas a PCP or an HP is directly linked to the car. Okay.
So what has changed then as a result of this ruling?
Well, the Supreme Court, it's hidden commissions and fixed commissions. That's what's been kicked out. But the Financial Conduct Authority remit is still ongoing. So that differs because the discretionary commission arrangements, that's at the heart of the dispute with the Financial Conduct Authority and their remit, because in that time span, car dealerships, they were acting as brokers, and they could raise the interest rate and get higher commissions as a result. And nobody knew about this. And this is the scandal that's still ongoing.
Right.
And
so what would your advice?
That's different.
What would your advice be to people then, if they do still feel that they may be due some compensation? Because, as we were discussing yesterday, there are plenty of people out there, a lot of them on social media, who are looking to take it on your behalf, and they'll charge you a fee at the end of it. I mean, how would you go about it?
One thing I would urge is don't use a claims management company, because there is no need to now. Well, there never was. And contact your lender in the first instance and ask, was there a discretionary commission arrangement in place on my finance agreement? And if it's confirmed that there was a DCA in place, say you want to submit a complaint, that's all you have to do, because the FCA are going to do a consultation on a redress scheme for all those consumers affected who took out a PCP or an HP deal between April 2007 and January 21. So they could still be in line for payouts. And that's roughly 4 out of 10 every 10 cars that were bought in that time.
And if you're buying a car now, and having recently changed my car, I know that I was asked to read a lot of documents in front of the salesman and sign a lot of documents in front of the salesman, and I had to listen to a lot of legalese as I was going along. I think they are. I felt this was a bit of a covering exercise that was going on. I think that they're now switched on to this, aren't they, Scott?
They are. And one thing I would say, if you're in that position in future, and to anybody else, put them on the spot and say, where are the key terms that I need to be made aware of? So they can't bury key terms in the small print, and ask the right questions. Say, what's the interest rate? How much am I going to be paying? And yeah, it's a big problem in the industry, Ollie, with they see customers as a one-hit wonder, just to fleece at every turn. So the Consumer Rights Act 2015 has your back when it comes to unfair terms and things like that, and never take out an extended warranty. And this is what I call the great warranty myth, because nobody ever needs to take out an extended warranty, because the Consumer Rights Act 2015 gives you an implied statutory warranty for free and a right to a remedy for up to 6 years in England and Wales. Yeah. So any faults found within the first 6 months, the onus is on the dealer to prove that the car was sold free of faults at the point of purchase. After 6 months, the onus is on you. And you would do that by a written report to prove your case. But you never need to take out an extended warranty for that reason.
Scott, I never knew that. I never knew. I wouldn't take an extended warranty anyway. I'm too tight. So there we are. That's a small win for me, Scott, this morning. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Scott.
Ollie.
Scott Dixon, the complaints resolver. Who knew?